So listen, I know you want to get rich. That's why you clicked this video. But there are only few people in this world who will get wealthy, and they exhibit 4 traits. And matter of fact, I know this because at 19, I made $1 million in a day. At 21, I sold 2 companies for $128 million. And at 26, I'm building Phoenix watches to the $100 million mark. So who best to tell you how to get wealthy or how to get rich while you're young and when you have energy other than someone who has accomplished it? And this trait, these 4 characteristics, is something I've seen every single person who has become successful has exhibited it. Or even if you're on the journey to become successful, if you have this trait, congratulations, you are bound to be successful. Now, this is not some fluff video. This is not yap. Let's get straight to the point. 1, you seek knowledge and you invest into yourself. Right from when I was 15 years old, I always said the best investment you can make is in yourself. It's not in crypto, it's not in stocks, it's not in real estate, it's not in any money-making scheme other than yourself. You need to invest in yourself to the point where you make so much money that you can't humanly make more money by yourself anymore. That's the point that you then start investing into other things so your money starts making money for you. But listen to Jeff Bezos, listen to Mark Zuckerberg, listen to LeBron James, listen to any person who has attained immense level of success that other people will test for their lives, and you will learn one thing and one thing only. They all invest into themselves. Now, investing into yourself is in phases. You need to invest into yourself physically. That's when you need to get into the gym and get fit. You don't want to be a fat fuck. And then you watch what you eat. Then you need to invest into yourself by surrounding yourself with the right people. This comes in form of buying courses, belonging to a community as a member, joining masterminds, investing into your social circle, curating the right people and having them around you. These are investments that will pay you yields long term for the rest of your life. It is very, very important that you understand the value of investing into yourself in these 2 categories. Now, the next investment you need to make in yourself is in your spirituality. See, I don't know what you believe in. I don't know who you believe in. I don't know what you are constantly thinking of, but I believe in a superior being. I believe in God. And I believe that there is nothing you can accomplish in life without believing in a higher being, because that's what guides your focus, right? Now, I've told you 3 ways you can invest into yourself. The 4th way you need to constantly invest into yourself is in your charisma. How you carry yourself matters a lot. I carried myself like a multi-millionaire before I became a multi-millionaire. You need to act it. You need to be it. You need to do things that way. Then you become a multi-millionaire, because the thing is, you can bend reality. When you think thoughts, you act certain ways, and then you become a certain kind of person. That's the first phase of traits wealthy people exhibit, which leads to the next point, that you need to understand that rejections are simply redirections. Every single person that I know who is successful in life do not stop when they hear no. My mentor will tell me that people tell you no because they don't know. They tell you no because they have zero knowledge of how you can help them. They have zero knowledge of how you can take them to the next level. I'll give you an example. My current video handler, my operator behind the scenes right now, reached out to me via Instagram. And I, of course, had a terrible experience with the guy who I had before now. But I was like, okay, cool. You want to work with me? Fine. Let's see what you've got. Let's see what skill sets you can demonstrate. He came prepared. And that's another thing. You need to be prepared so when the opportunity comes knocking, you're able to embrace it. He came prepared. And now here's where it gets interesting. When he made the first video and shared with me, I didn't really like the style that it was delivered. But you know what? When I told him that, it's like, okay, fine, it's cool. But what if I handle the camera? What if I handle the shots, right? And I get the shots, but someone else does the edits. That is someone who is resilient, someone who hears no, but still makes ways out of things for themselves. And that is a characteristic and a trait that you see in only people who are bound to be successful. Because most people are scared of rejections. But the truth is, you're going to get so many rejections in life and you have to be okay with it. You're going to get 1,000 no's for you to get one single yes. But you know the craziest part? You only need one yes, one opportunity, one person, one connection for your life to be changed. So unless you're okay with making those mistakes along the way, listening to people and getting those rejections, and knowing that despite all these rejections, you're going in a direction that will transform your life. That is one core characteristic that I've observed in every single person who has become successful in life. They don't take rejection to heart. They would rather figure it out. And that is a core tenet that you must understand. Now, which leads to the next thing. You have to be resilient in the face of change. You have to be resilient in the face of difficulties. There is no person who is successful in this world who hasn't been through challenges. 2023 September, I lost my mom, and it felt like the end of the world for me because that was my best friend. But after grieving for enough time, I sat down and thought, if your mom was here right now, would she want to see you lose focus? Would she want to see you stop doing the things that has brought you this far? Would she be proud of the decisions that you're making right now? When I answered those questions, it became clear to me that absorbing myself into that current situation without thinking about the lives that are tied to me, the people that are dependent on me, and the quality of the decisions that I need to make. If you're able to zoom out long enough on a bigger timeline, the things you worry about right now wouldn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Can you remember the problems you were facing 5 years ago right now? Even if you remember, you're probably laughing at yourself right now. The people who I know who are ultimately successful in life get punched in the face so many times but still rise up with a smile. I've never seen anyone who has amounted to something of significance in life that makes excuses for themselves. None. The only people who constantly make excuses, who don't show up every day with the same enthusiasm, are those who have accepted life and view life as a victim. And unless you change the filter through which you view life, you will stay a victim and you will be bound for poverty. The quality of your thoughts will determine the quality of your actions, and the quality of your actions will determine the person that you become. And the person that you become will determine the rooms that you have access to. And unless you change that, you will not become rich. And as you can see, I am sharing with you all of these things with so much conviction because this is what I wish someone sat me down and told me. So even if you couldn't watch this video up to this point, I'm sure a lot of people, or some of the people who started watching this video at this point, in the beginning have left at this point because they can't take the harsh truth that will liberate them. Now, if you're watching this video to this point, congratulations, because you're bound for success. Which now leads me to my next point. A lot of people in this world do things because everyone is doing them. A lot of people do things because they want to look cool. Guess what? I've never been the kind of person to say I want to do this because everyone is doing it. I do things because I think about them. Like, is this the right thing to do in this moment? Is this thing going to matter in the next couple years? Is this thing that I'm doing going to impact who I will become in the next couple years? I answer the deep questions. I don't do things because everyone is doing it. Because at the end of the day, you alone bear the consequences of your actions. So regardless of whether it is cool right now or not, you bear the consequences. Do you smoke because other people smoke? Do you drink because other people drink? Do you party because other people party? Do you do your degree? Do you take a degree because your parents say you have to do it? Well, guess what? Newsflash, everything you do right now, you will be the one to bear the consequences in a couple of years from now. And that is why another core characteristics that I've seen in every single person who has ended up becoming successful is they can think for themselves. There is no one in this world who will tell me they succeeded by listening to 99% of people. They became successful because they can sit down and intuitively think, does this serve me? Does this serve who I want to be? Will this shape my future in a way I can smile when I'm thinking back about it? You don't want to be on your deathbed and be worried about years you've wasted and be worried about things you should have done. Do them now. And unless you do that, you will get nowhere in life. You want to know where is filled with the most talents? The graveyard. Lots of people lived their lives every day without planning, without thinking, this is who I want to be. And you know what? It's either you demand out of life or life gives you its demand. That's it. So if you know you want to be a multimillionaire, you want to be successful, then you will not just watch this video. You will comment under this video right now. What are your 5-year goals and what you will do for the next 12 weeks to accomplish that? I'm sure not everyone will do this, and I'm cool. I only want the people who are bound for success to do this right now. So while you're watching this video right now, comment what you want in 5 years and what you will do for the next 12 weeks to get that in 5 years. Anyways, if you found value in this, I have a community where I'm documenting how I'm taking Phoenix watches to the $100 million mark. So if you're interested in learning from me, being a fly on the wall to see how we're building a company to $100 million and how you can also build your brand to the $100 million mark, then definitely you should check out the pinned comment of this video. And also, watch this video on how I was able to build wealth in my 20s from $42 a month to $250 million at 25. And also check out this playlist on how to build wealth while young. And I'll see you in the next video.